presents a Millennium Special, Turning 2000. And now your hosts, Bill Williams and Robin Wilhoit.
In less than an hour, it will finally be the year 2000. It will be the new year, the new century, the new millennium. You've seen celebrations around the world across the country. We're celebrating here in Knoxville and throughout the entire area. Good evening. I'm Bill Williams.
And I'm Robin Wilhoit. As you said, we are celebrating. So are hundreds of people here at the Hyatt Regency. About 1,600, I am told. As you can hear, a lot of great music, a lot of great fun, a great party.
Yes, indeed, it is a party, and we didn't know for sure this morning if it was going to be. We weren't sure if it was going to be a party or a panic. As a matter of fact, that was the headline in the Knoxville News-Sentinel. Early this morning, it was still uncertain. What will Y2K mean to the year 2000? Well, as the year 2000, as Y2K has swept across the globe, we're finding out the Y2K bug is on holiday.
And that's what we like to hear for sure. Throughout the newscast, we're going to be checking in at a number of locations throughout East Tennessee. First and foremost, we're going to KUB. Going to see how things are going leading up to Y2K. Also, we're going to be paying a visit to Baptist Hospital, where they are hoping to have the Millennium Baby, Bill.
Absolutely, a brand new life. Well, there are a lot of people who have been living a good part of their lives right in this millennium. We're going to be talking with those senior citizens, Ken Schwal will, at the O'Connor Senior Citizen Center. Also, we're going up to Gatlinburg, a big party in Gatlinburg. Ted Hall and Sarah Allen will be there. They have a ball drop as well. We're going to see that.
And a place where there's always a party, the Strip. We'll be checking in there as well.
Well, right now, though, we do want to go down to KUB and Laura Hatch. We're going to find out if Y2K is okay. Laura?
Well, Bill and Robin, so far so good at KUB. It is very quiet out here, and that is just fine with the folks that are out here. We are outside of the Engineering and Operations building at the KUB facility on Middlebrook Pike. KUB has about 220 people working tonight to make sure your heat, gas, and water keep on running throughout the evening. Now, utility trucks headed out about 45 minutes ago to various points across the service area. They're on standby just in case the computers do go down or there are other problems. There is one power outage reported now to one customer in Lonsdale. That's the sole outage KUB is reporting right now. People have been monitoring the computer controls all night. KUB has 4 times the normal staff on duty this evening just to make sure there are no problems. Again, no problems are expected, but workers are ready to do it the old-fashioned way, by hand if necessary.
People out there at what we feel to be the most critical points who can step in and operate manually and communicate back with our control room.
Now, employees have also been manning phone banks all night. It's been pretty quiet, not many calls. Most of those have been of routine nature, just about KUB business. Only a handful, we're told, are about Y2K concerns. Now, of course, we've still got the big moment to come when the computers turn to 2000 at midnight. No problems are expected. We've been told that all evening. We will be here and we will keep you posted and keep bringing you information as we have it. Bill and Robin?
Okay, thank you very much, Laura, and we will be back to you later and check on that. But as we said earlier, as Y2K has swept across the world, again, no problems. Utilities have remained intact. Things are looking pretty good.
It sure is. You know, an interesting fact as well, a national study was done, and while they're partying here, the majority of Americans are actually staying at home this New Year's.
Exactly right. 80%, we're told, nationwide are staying home. I'm guessing, and this is just a guess, I don't really know, but I'm guessing that here in East Tennessee, perhaps a larger percentage than that. I'm guessing more people than that are staying home.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Let's go now to Jim Raganisi, who is standing by live at BellSouth. Jim?
Well, Robin and Bill, you know, anytime you pick up the phone and make a call, whether it's here in Knoxville or around the state, out of the country even for that matter, there's a pretty good chance it goes through some of this equipment in this big room right here. And this evening we've got BellSouth workers that are going through and they are testing a lot of this equipment here. Take a look back there and they're plugging into the board. And I think, is everything working back there, ladies? Good, everything's working right now. And as a matter of fact, BellSouth tells me that it has been working for nearly 4 years to make sure that after midnight, all this equipment continues to work.
Quite frankly, we spent in the neighborhood of $265 million. And we are Y2K ready. And we're expecting everything to be okay.
All right, well, to make sure that everything stays okay, we're going to have to ask you to take part in this as well. You see, there's probably a really strong temptation, everybody might have it, that right at midnight you'll probably want to pick up that phone and make sure everything still works. Well, BellSouth really asks that you don't do that unless you really kind of need to do it. You see, there's only so many lines, and if everybody picks up a line at the same time, chances are circuits could be all busy. And if somebody needs to make an emergency call and all those circuits are busy, they wouldn't be able to get through to 911 or any of the emergency agencies. So just sort of exercise a little caution there.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. You know, leading up to Y2K, there was really this concern that people would begin hoarding water and gas and food. But the fact of the matter is, they did. Yeah, exactly.
As a matter of fact, yeah, we saw very few lines, none, as a matter of fact, at gas stations. Went down to a bank today. Jim Regency went down back to a bank today. They had staff people, extra people had come in and to help with the crowds. The crowds weren't there. They didn't have anything to do.
I guess it was hit or miss, hit or miss. Yesterday at the Walmart, we reported they were buying up all the lanterns and all the gas there.
Right.
Other places, calm as cucumbers.
Yes, and their shelves were filled with bottled water. So
exactly.
You never know. The very first baby born in this new millennium was born in New Zealand at 12:01 a.m. their time. When is a new baby and who is a new baby going to be born in Knoxville, in East Tennessee? Let's go to Jaquetta Williams, who's at Baptist Hospital. Jaquetta.
That's right, Bill and Robin. I'd like to introduce you to the new millennium baby, but that has not happened yet. However, I can do the next best thing. There was a baby boy that was born on yesterday at 7:30 here at Baptist Hospital. As a matter of fact, he's the last baby for 1999. I want to show you this really cute little t-shirt they gave him here. It says, "The last baby of the 20th century. They saved the best for last." And let me introduce you to, he came in weighing 9 pounds, 7 ounces, to little Tyler Austin Hartless. There he is right there. He's sleeping comfortably. Going to introduce you to his parents as well. This is Starla Hartless, and this is Jamie Hartless. I know your family said, hey, can you wait one more day so you can have the millennium baby, but you didn't want to wait, did you?
No, I was ready. I was so ready to have this baby, and I'm really glad I had him. It doesn't matter what day he was born on.
And what about you, Dad?
I was glad she had it. Healthy pregnancy, healthy baby. It's all what mattered.
All right. And this, again, is the first baby. Actually, he's not the first baby of the millennium, but he's the last baby that will be born here at Baptist Hospital for the year of 1999. We are still waiting to see whether it will be a boy or a girl for the new year. We'll let you know as soon as it becomes available.
Okay, thank you very much, Jaquetta. Of course, it's very possible that that first baby of the new millennium could be born here in Knoxville at any of the other hospitals, and so we'll certainly let you know. Back to the phones. Jim Regency mentioned something which triggered a thought in my mind. He said, don't be calling somebody at midnight if you can keep from it. Good idea, because that is the one problem that has occurred in some of the other countries. Some of the other countries have had so many people on the phones that it's, you know, like a busy signal. Not a Y2K problem, a people problem. They just wanted to call Mom and Dad and say, hey, Happy New Year. Well, you may want to refrain. Say, you know, put it off for 5 or 10 minutes, all right?
Exactly. We want to go now to Gatlinburg, where I understand a big mass wedding is getting ready to take place, right, Ted and Sarah?
Bill and Robin, they're celebrating on a bunch of different levels here in Gatlinburg. This is just one of them.
Several levels, including the $1,000 a plate celebrations going on at several of the hotels downtown as well.
We weren't invited. You can tell we're in a wedding megalopolis here. In fact, they have 3 ministers working overtime. As you can see from some of the video that we shot just a couple of moments ago, they are working 3 weddings at a time here as everybody wants to get married at midnight. But there's only 3 spots available to get married at midnight, so others are saying, well, 11 o'clock, okay, I'll take it.
Also down the streets, they expect about 25,000 people to be at the big ball dropping here in Gatlinburg. People from all over the area. We saw some people from Alabama, from Florida. They say this is the next best thing to, well, basically to New York City.
It really does have that atmosphere down there. When we walked around, it felt kind of like a Bourbon Street. Talk about a completely different atmosphere, though. Take a look at what's going on here. We've got the wedding chapels right behind us. But then you walk up just a little ways, and before you know it, you're in the sawdust floor.
We're heading into the old-fashioned tent revival. You can see the large tent they've set up. Of course, as Ted said, the sawdust on the floor. You come inside.
Come on in.
Into the revival.
This is Reverend Ed Taylor. Reverend Ed, tell us about this Most of the folks are out there whooping it up, making noise, waiting for the ball to drop. Little different atmosphere here.
Oh, yes, for sure. Well, we're in an old-fashioned tent here. Right in the middle of Gatlinburg. People are coming here to renew their vows. 11:30, we're going to have a group renewal ceremony here for people to renew and pledge afresh their news as we go into the new millennium.
What's the importance of having an actual revival, a religious ceremony on the New Year's Eve?
Well, we thought for some time, since we have this property, we're building a 500-seat music hall right here, starting right after we move this tent off in the year 2000, and we're going to have this every night.
Kicking it off right.
Oh, yeah, we're kicking it off right. This is the beginning of it, so this is actually groundbreaking time.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much. And, of course, we're going to be back here around 11:30 with hopefully part of the big mass ceremony. And
the big renewal, yep. And maybe the very first bride and groom in East Tennessee. There are folks who are demanding to have those vows read at 12 o'clock. We're going to try and have that for you later tonight, too.
And, of course, the ball drops. We've got all that and more coming from Gatlinburg. But for now, back to you, Bill and Robin.
All right, guys, thanks a lot.
Okay, coming up next here on Action 10 News, our special 2000 edition. We're going to go back to New York and see, well, party goers are doing at Times Square. They're all waiting for the ball to drop.
That's right. We're also going to go down to the Strip, join Terry Gruca and Brett Dark, and another happening place, the O'Connor Senior Center. That's where Ken Schwal is. We'll be right back.